Hi. Okay, so denial. Don't even know I'm lying. I'm gonna today speak about the quest for easy. Explain it to me like I'm a 5-year-old. You know, this is something people keep saying this to you, and this sounds really like a good thing to say, just like it's a good thing to say "jitne chadar utne fair," but it's a misnomer. Everything that has any relevance in life, which is actually important, is deep. It has a lot of context. It has a lot of nuance. It requires you to go deeper. It requires you to look at anything from a complex, multivariate lens, because you can't fall for your own ideology at any given point of time. So if easy is the ideology, then life is going to be really hard. But and if fun is all you're seeking and all you do is fun and easy and nothing more, then critical thinking will never get developed. And the denial is that, hey, everything that I do is easy. Really, that means you're not doing the hard stuff. And if you don't do the hard stuff, then what do you get at the end of it? There is something at the end of that struggle, which is not like that of a 5-year-old. Why would you fight for an argument which forces you to infantilize yourself to a 5-year-old? You should be like, okay, I want to debate with the philosophers and the psychologists and everybody else. For that, I will build my brain to make sure that I'm able to do that. And brain is not all that there is. For example, in this intellectual versus emotions, if you're very intellectual, you become repetitive. If you're very emotionally, become unreliable, and you can be volatile. So the whole idea of calling yourself creative tech is to kind of balance this out, and you have to use all parts of your brains and body and kinesthetics and senses that you have access to. And this is not easy. This is work. This is a lot of self work. In the complexity of daily life and the demands that it has on you, you have to find space for this, because otherwise everybody's sounding like each other, or like a Instagram post or a headline, or like Naval or whoever that you admire. Nobody's saying that. When I was a child, they used to ask me, who do you admire? I could never really answer that question, because why should I admire someone else? We all have inner lives and we can always tap into them. Is my inner life good enough to be admired? Is this deep enough? If not, then what is it that I'm seeking outside? What is somebody else's life going to teach me beyond what not to do? Because whatever you have to do as per your own life experience. You can look at other people's life and try and make sure that you don't make those mistakes, but that's really not learning, right? Learning is in doing, and every doing is hard. Every doing that's worth doing is actually hard. It's complex. And I think we should not run away from complexity. The more we do that, the more infantilized we are over a period of time. And infants are great, but that's not a data point I would want to fight for. That's not a life position I want to fight for. People who say, no, all adults are children, that's not true. Post 18, your own responsibility. The sooner you accept it, and not expect the adults in the room or the authority figures to be your parental guidance, I think the better it is. I think self-responsibility is a very, very big thing. So stop denying yourself the chance of being an adult in this lifetime. What else is there?